Those strawberries are the ones you planted.
Them shits is nice as hell. You gonna be real nice out here.
Oh yeah.
Like, I'm like, wow, that's what it's about, growing your own shit.
Hell yeah.
One of these really, my brother was getting a greenhouse in that parking lot right there, the greenhouse. Right there. That's the move.
Oh yeah.
24/7 all day.
What up, y'all? Your boy Bullard. B-Rad about to join me in this Bull Rad show. Y'all know about this little fuck boy, right? Miko Worldwide, that's what we're going to start with. You see him in Atlanta. You see what's going on. After China Mac Banda from New York, he out there in Atlanta. And look what he doing, though. Look at this knucklehead little fuck boy. Like I told you, pink do-rag. I ain't a homophobic. Pink do-rag, though. And he's saying, fuck New York niggas. Why is it about New York niggas when you was the one out there violating little boys? Hold up, man. This shit got me so tight, man. I'm waiting for B-Rad. This shit got me tight as fuck. I ain't gonna lie. Hold on. I'm gonna let my people join. Y'all gonna see what he say. How he go crazy. Come on. Fuck y'all New York niggas. How's this a New York thing? Got your little weirdos with you. I don't give a fuck. Whoever on the screen with you is a weirdo. You see that? He gonna kill us. Pull up. He out there. Boy, is a lame, boy. This who y'all following. This who y'all subscribe to. Nah, but this who y'all subscribe to. Like, I should have used my other program so I could put up the screen for y'all motherfuckers. But, like, I'm really tight of how much subscribers he got. Who, James Hudson, what up, my nigga? Shout out to you. Like, he got like 250-something thousand subscribers. And then I thought it was a 15-year-old boy. But my boy B-Rad, and I call him B-Radical, like, he gonna let y'all know the age of the real boy. He gonna let y'all know the real details. He wasn't 15. He wasn't 15. He was way younger than 15. B-Rad, where you at, man? I'm tight, man. This shit got me upset.
I'm right here. You ready to rock? I'm ready.
Yeah, I don't see you. We on live, nigga. We live.
Oh, I'm sorry. We're on. My bad.
Yeah, because you disappeared and I ain't have time to wait. Look at my boy.
I need to get my computer and shit all set up because
it's okay because my people need to hear the details on this fuck boy, man. He needs to lose subscribers, man, for real.
He shouldn't.
Let me hear the details of this Miko case, please. That's all I need to hear.
Yeah, we're ready to start discussing it, or
I want it up like really. No, that's I don't need to do that. That's good.
So whenever you're ready, bro.
Yeah, but you kind of low. Speak up, that's all. Yeah, throw your rag on. I wish I had one. I ain't at. Obviously, y'all see I ain't at the location because y'all don't see that Bud Light sitting up there like a Jesus poster. But
well, next week I'm gonna have a different spot. I'll be setting something up different this time.
That's what's up. I like the look, my guy. That's what's up.
Blue hair, yeah.
Nico, right? And I'm sorry. I apologize. I went live a little prematurely, but guess what? I'm just so upset behind this shit. I want to meet him. I really want to meet him. I really, really want to meet this dude so bad. Tell me the details on this case. That's all.
Oh, so Miko Worldwide, right? Yeah. So apparently this cat, he was arrested in 2018 in Georgia, and his charge was this is disgusting, but he was charged for drugging and basically detaining and molesting a child, a 10-year-old boy.
How old?
10 years old, folks. 10 years old, people. 10 years old. He gave a 10-year-old opiates, right? So basically knocked him the fuck out. 10-year-old opiates. And then he tied his hands and feet together, hands and legs together, and put him in the trunk of a car. On top of touching them and being a molester and a fucking pedophile. Like that's what this cat does. So then he dips and winds up going down to what was it? Fucking Colombia, I believe. Colombia he went to.
No, it was Dominican Republic, I believe. I think it was
DR?
Dominican.
Okay, so he went to DR, and he gets caught for the same shit down there with 2 boys. Again, drugs and fucking and pedophilia, touching them and shit like that, sexual abuse. Like this cat, he's bugging out. And then you got people on the internet are like putting him up. They're doing his videos, like they're putting his name around and shit. And then the only one so far that I saw was really up on this, like as far as the people that I fuck with, was that cat Milk, that kid out the west.
I didn't see Milk. I seen China Mac though, and I fuck with him for that. But go ahead, let me know about what Milk said. I like Milk.
So Milk was out there talking about. He did a video just recently, just the other day, about how China Mac was putting this fucking pedophile up on, welcome to New York and shit. He was out in Coney Island, which, I mean, I don't know. China Mac is from fucking Chinatown. I don't know what's he doing out in Coney Island specifically, but New York's New York. It is what it is. And he had him on or whatever. He was upping him on his channel, and then he found out that he's a pedophile, and that's when he puts out another video saying they ain't with that, and he can't come back to New York and all that shit. And then apparently Miko Worldwide just puts a video out saying China Mac can't do some shit. It's like I don't think Miko Worldwide is telling China Mac shit ever. But I seen a video of this asshole getting out, Miko getting out a yellow vet, his yellow vet, and he's got a tool on him. He's got a blick on him, and he's talking, telling people to shut the fuck up. And he's out there interviewing people and shit. Like, yo, can somebody arrest this piece of shit? Like, you can't just get out of a car in the middle of Atlanta, Georgia, with a gun in your hand and fucking start walking around talking to people on live. Like, why is this? He's stupid. He's dumb as fuck.
This guy exploited all the hoods. He went through all the hoods. He knows what's going on. He knows who's who and what's what. He's a fucking opportunist shitbag little freak boy. So he knew where he was at. He knew who was around. He knew the certain factions that supported him. So I don't think he's that stupid. You know what I mean? I think he knew. And he knew what's going on. But he just got, I know he was a little drunk and saucy that night. But
he must have been, because to get out with a gun in your hand on live out in public is just having a gun in your hand in general, especially him. Like, if he's a criminal, he probably isn't allowed to fucking be playing with guns. Like, I don't know. But on the other hand, I don't understand how he's not in jail. You know what I mean? It's not like he was rich. He just got a bag at first. And I mean, how much money can he possibly be making? I mean, he bought a vet. He's probably spent half his fucking money on a vet.
Shout out S Young, West the deal. Yeah, I fuck with that boy.
West the deal.
West the deal. But
I wanted to not like him at first. I really wanted to not like him at first, but I do like him. Yo, and I love that video where he shows up to fucking Adam 22's spot and banging and kicking the door.
He did. He really did.
And then AD comes out and they just start talking, and that was the end of the video. But Adam ain't come out. Meek would have fucking
let's get on this stuff. Let's stay on the topics. China Mac didn't know that boy was a freak boy when he did the video.
No, he didn't. He did not. And China Mac absolutely would not be cool with that. It's not like he knew and would just put it off to the side. Nah, he ain't about that. You just tell dude's legit in his videos.
And I've just seen it recently. I seen a video of China Mac in East New York with some real ones. I don't know if they, but apparently real ones. And they just totally put homie down. They said they basically say he's not welcome to New York no more. You feel me? They said they didn't know his record. They didn't know that shit.
Yeah, because when I seen that, I was like, yo, what are people doing with this cat? Like, don't they know that he's into this? Like, they're cool with that? And obviously they're not. I mean, we need to get real paperwork on him, not what the internet says, like
it's
real
out there.
Yeah, I know, but I want to see it for myself. Like, I went on one of those sites earlier today, but it's a lot of clickbait and ads, and it says it's free, and then they want like $100, and like, I'm not spending $100 on this piece of shit. I'll tell you that much. But
I'm gonna put it down for y'all on the community.
Yeah, maybe.
But it's out there. I want to meet this fucking little fat face, possum, fat cheek dude so bad. I'll beat the shit out this dude. I ain't China Mac.
He ain't gonna fucking shoot.
And I ain't Nino, and I ain't Jim Jones. And I did a video about them. And the video with Miko Worldwide, that's my thing with them, it's still up. So that video's still up. That means these dudes are fuck boys. They with the promotion by any cost, and they don't give a fuck. They about that clout. That's why I did the video on them motherfuckers. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. That's me.
I did see a couple posts. I didn't even bother to read them yet, but I'm going to look into them just because, but I don't believe them. But they were saying like they're not real charges and it didn't really happen, or like he was charged with it and then later found out it's not. Yeah, that's what I think. That's what I think. But although let's keep it 100 for real. Like he's not in jail. You know what I mean? So like, how did he get out? If it is all real, if he did do all that, I'd like to know why is it that he's not in jail right now. That's
he did all that. He come through Flatbush, stunting in front of it, and one of my niggas say, "Oh, Miko want to do a video." I'm gonna say, "Yeah, let him come. Let him come."
Bring him through. That'd be fun.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let him do all this shit. I'm gonna say, "Yeah, Miko." He gonna say, I'm gonna slap flames and glory out of this pussy ass. That's what I'm gonna do.
Fuck yeah, bro. Let's put him in the ring with the bull. Put him in the ring with the bull. Yep. Put him in the bull if he survives.
He's a piece of shit. He's a piece of shit. You feel me? And I'm just mad that the video's still up. That's why I made the video. If y'all want to ask me or whatever, if y'all's like, "Oh, y'all, how you going?" Somebody in the comments said, "How you gonna make a video on them?" And maybe they didn't know. Okay, but the video been up for months now. Well, what did China Mac say? China Mac said, "Take my video down with you." That's what he said. And that's
these articles and these videos that were talking about him from the get-go came out in 2020. It's 2022 right now. We're more than halfway through 2022. So like, it's been out there for a year and a half that this cat is a pedophile and that he got arrested for drugging a 10-year-old and tying him up and putting him in the trunk of a car.
Shit.
The trunk of a car, bro, tied up. A 10-year-old. A 10-year-old. And then what do? You send this cat to jail so he can get fucked? Like, are you kidding? Like, you dudes got to pay for that kind of action. Now we're going to give it to him for free? But still,
he's gonna meet a real one. He's gonna pull up on the real hood one day, and you're gonna meet somebody that ain't dealing with it. Choke his bitch ass out, beat the shit out of him. Sorry.
For real.
Fuck him. You feel me? Like, we all that, but he banned from New York. I agree with China Mac. If I see your bitch ass in New York, if I get the word on that, yeah, it is. Yeah, that's all.
When I read that it was a 10-year-old, bro, like that, bro. Oh man, that made my blood boil. Like, it's one thing to mess with anybody, you know, to molest anybody, you know, 18 or under. But when you start getting to 10 years old, like, that's unreal. You know what I mean? That's even worse because that is a child. That's a child. You know what I mean? 15 years old, 16 years old is still fucked up. That's still a kid. It's still a minor. It's still a young person, and they're nowhere near being an adult. Even at 18, you're not an adult in my mind. But at 10 years old,
he still get his check every month from YouTube from exploiting.
Yeah. Why does this guy have a platform? Why, you know, they're shadow banning and blocking and taking people's accounts down like Joe Rogan and fucking, you know, scientists and doctors.
Thank you.
And they're gonna go ahead and let this fucking Chomo put his videos out and pay him, giving him money to go out and do more of this. You know, they're literally giving him the funds he needs to go now worldwide and commit these fucking crimes.
It's really crazy, man. That's why I'm
bro, I just hope. I wish he was in. I wish he had gotten caught in like Honduras for that shit. They just like killed his ass immediately for that shit. Like, they're not like America, down in South America. They're not like America. You don't sit in a cell for 15 years waiting, and then you get sentenced to life. Like, they fucking find you guilty, and then like an hour later, you're fucking being buried. You know what I mean? If that, if they leave you in the street for the dogs and the fucking rats to eat you.
Basically, there's a line. Miko, you banned New York, fuck boy. You're a piece of shit. And if I get the word you in New York and somebody hit me up and it's going down on you, fuck you.
Yeah, bro. If anybody comes across him and he's in New York, let us know.
And no New York.
You know, the slide will
Guess what? You don't got the power to ban a New York nigga from Atlanta. You're a fuckboy chomo. You can't ban a New York nigga from Atlanta, pussy. And China Mac, go to Atlanta, do a video just to show this fuckboy what's up. Because I'm about to. If I had more subscribers, I would have definitely did that. But China Mac, you know what, China Mac? Go to Atlanta, do a video, show this pussy boy what's really up. And what's
China Mac probably could. He probably could. He's folk. He got fans. He can move like.
He definitely could.
He-
What's
he
the next
connected,
topic?
so he can roll
He
through.
definitely could.
Next-
Fuck this fuck,
Yeah,
man.
let's get off this cat. We give this cat too much fucking air to begin with. All right, so next is something that just pisses me off to no end. I've been not like this cat for a minute, and like people still listen to this bullshit. It's fucking Rick Ross, the fucking imposter, bro. Cat is a fucking CEO
you talking about the Gillie and Rick Ross situation?
Yeah, bro. He's a
let's
fucking
get into it.
bro.
Let's get into it.
First off, it's no secret this cat was a fucking CO, bro. He's out there putting people in jail, like locking people down for the night, writing up paperwork and charges on people, getting them in trouble for more, once they're already in. And then he fucking turns around and at night goes home and jumps on the internet and becomes this fucking, self-proclaimed fucking drug kingpin, hustler, dealer, fucking rap god.
Okay,
Like,
you're right.
how the fuck
Why did this start? What happened? What really happened though? Rick Ross left a comment on the thing. Like, was it really worth all this for Gillie to get crazy, go all insane? He just left a comment saying homie is what he say? He said something like he lame or some shit like that. I forgot what he said. Y'all help me out or whatever, but I think it just started from a comment on the Instagram. Like, come on, man.
He sucks. He has sucked. He's always sucked. He sucks. All the way down to his fucking name. Like, who the fuck are you to take that name? Like,
he was rapping. He's very nice. He's a good rapper. Don't say he sucked. He's a good rapper. Sorry.
I'm not saying he sucks at rapping. He sucks at life. Like, cool. He can sing fucking merry-go fucking round like rhymes. Cool. Good for him. Like,
so you were Gillie on this.
Dude, how many cats on your block alone can spit bars that don't have clout? Like, I want to know how this piece of shit got elevated from fucking idiot CEO to fucking rap piece. And then he makes a bunch of money because he hit at the right time, makes a bunch of money, and then he buys himself a title, and now he thinks now he acts like he's all that when it's just, bro, if you didn't have money, you wouldn't be shit, and he acts like he's
I'm with Gillie. It was about some shit. He was on his Instagram with another dude. Rick Ross want to come throwing his little comment. Yeah, fuck exactly. you. I'm talking to this dude, and you throwing in comments, then fuck you. I don't give a fuck.
Exactly. Who the fuck are you to chime in? This cat's
talking.
Rick
Ross. I'm talking about Rick Ross. Yeah, but
Ross.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why are you bringing in your comments? There was a between Gillie and somebody else. Why the fuck Rick Ross has something to say about it? Fuck him. Sorry. Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he's got this fucking idea that he can just speak on shit like we give a fuck what he says. Like, yo, that's a Gillie convo with his people's like, why the fuck you coming in and talking about your fucking cow and how
at the same time Gillie overreacted to the shit though. My bad. I'm thinking like at the same time Gillie did overreact though. I ain't gonna lie, because Rick Ross just left a simple comment.
He's got every right because if the internet was a public place and they were hanging out in a public place and Gillie's sitting there having a conversation and Rick Ross just comes over and opens his mouth, he's gonna get slapped in his fat fucking head, bro.
No, he won't.
$5,000 glasses, checks and diamonds, he'd be laying on the floor.
He wouldn't get slapped. Nobody cared that he was a CEO. Nobody care about that. He got a lot of money.
I care. I represent.
A lot of people care. Let me not say that, because I care too. When I heard that, I was very discouraged.
I mean, I have friends of mine that are CEOs, and that's cool. That's their job. They're civilians. They're CEOs. But they're not going home talking on the internet about being a fucking ultra hustler, a major coke connect dealer.
But what if it was beneficial for them financially? Would they do that or not? That's what I'm saying.
Bro, the only scale that cat tipped was in Jenny Craig, bro. Fuck out of here, like no way.
Shout out to my nigga, because I can't pronounce your name. He said CO push most weight. Yeah, good ass point too. Good point.
Yeah.
Maybe Rick Ross was a CEO too, being there, moving and grooving. His boy got a lot of time. One of the big
like why don't the feds go after this fucking asshole? Why are they bringing up charges on YSL when they can get this asshole?
Unless he was that's the only way. That's the only way I can see.
But he's a CEO talking about being a drug dealer. Like, that's the kind of cat you should be going after. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Maybe I don't know. I'm just saying I don't know, but I know the feds ain't fucking with you if you helping them. I do know that. That's all I know.
Yeah, that's probably it too. And then he keeps making these different types of alcohol. Like, nobody gives a shit. Like, And then on top of that, like
About what?
he's supposed to be giving back to the community.
He's already but it's the business.
Shit, give back to the community. Instead, he's putting out fucking liquor and shit to fucking further tear people
it's
down.
It's for money, man. He's not popping in music. It's for money. Come on, man.
He sucks.
Even look at Jay-Z. Like his music, but he got all these ventures, and that's a Rick Ross mastered. You know.
Yeah, but I'll be honest. Even Jay-Z pissed me off back in the day when he was saying he's the greatest rapper alive. Like I later on do respect the skills. I love it now.
New Yorker. Who's the greatest rapper than New Yorker? Who's the greatest rapper than? Nah, that's another episode. But Jay is still.
I'm still a big fan.
My thing is, I see why Gillie reacted because he liked his ex fucking police.
There was just no reason for him to get.
But I like Rick Ross and how he's handling with such class, and he's really like I'm fucking with Rick Ross on this. That's what I'm saying. It's just I
like his music, but the second I found out he was a CO, he instantly dropped a lot of points in my book. But it's about the music, so I'll give it to him on the music.
No, I'm talking about in this specific situation with him and Gillie. I'm talking about that.
Oh yeah, I mean he had no right to go and open his mouth and get involved in a conversation, but once he was brought into the conversation, then it is what it is. Now he's got every right to start talking.
If I put a post on social media, oh, be rad, just look at this motherfucker, look what he's doing. Nobody got the right to say nothing. You're on social media.
Yeah, no, they do. It's just, but like we're just tired of this cat. Like, you have your platform, go speak on there. Leave the rest of this shit alone. Like, don't come and infiltrate.
Rick Ross don't got a platform. Rick Ross don't got a platform. And I don't know if y'all read it, but guess what? Because of Rick Ross where he got a platform, but I'm talking about with this internet shit. Now he's starting a podcast because of all this bullshit. Shout out Mental Pain. He survived the beef with 50. I think he will survive this. Smart hustler, but he do need to play his lane. Yeah, that's the truth. That's what I'm saying. He's smart. He ain't no dummy. You know what I mean?
Neither is 50, but let's be honest. Like 50's not putting hands on anybody. He's just ending people's careers verbally. You know what I mean? But like he did Ja Rule in. Like, oh man, he did him dirty. He got him bad.
He did him dirty, man. Let's not forget about that. That's 50 though. Who did Rick Ross doing? Rick Ross is at war with 50. Guess what? Rick Ross did him in. You know why? Because 50 had to pay him. I forgot how many millions. Maybe somebody know and let me know later in the comments when y'all watch it later, whoever. But 50 had to pay Rick Ross a lot of money. So who won? That's what I'm saying. Rick Ross is smart. That's what I'm saying.
I'm not saying he's not. I mean, he's obviously not stupid. He made it to the top, and he
shouldn't have overreacted over just a comment on the fucking gram. Like,
but it's more than a comment. He's out there talking about I spend more money on my cow's hooves. It's like, dude, first off, why do you have a cow? Why does he even have a cow? Like, for what reason? Just to be a fucking hype beast? Just to have something else?
Oh yeah, shout out. He said.
He's just out there wasting our hard-earned money on cows and shit.
Mm-hmm. Payne, shout out. He said he had to pay his baby mama. I forgot. Yeah, 50 had to pay Rick Ross' baby mama a lot of money. But guess what 50 did, though?
Is that the hooves he's talking about?
That was crazy. That was crazy. Like, I don't know if I like the money and then banging her out on camera. My kids... That was crazy, but that's another subject. That's a whole other show. That was insane. I ain't gonna lie. But I forgot. Yeah, 50 had to pay her millions.
That's 50, bro. That's 50. That's what he does.
A couple dollars.
I just don't like Rick Ross. So no matter what he does, he could cure cancer. I'm gonna still talk shit. Fuck him.
You're a hater, then.
Yeah, I am. Fuck hell
Gillie,
yeah,
I'm a hater too. But Gillie had a right to react the way he did because it's like, nigga, why are you commenting on my posts?
That's what I'm saying. Like, why are you coming in talking your bullshit, spreading like just out here, just using his conversation to turn around and just talk about how rich you are still? Like, nobody cares, bro.
Nobody cares.
Go feed your cow or something.
Shout out to Can't Wait. That's another show. He said, "Did y'all hear Tank came out as genderless?" The fuck?
What was that?
That's a whole other show, homie. That's another show. But I'm on Gillie's side in this situation because I feel like Rick Ross should have minded. I feel like Rick Ross should have minded his business. I think I'm with you on this situation. You feel me? But I fuck with Rick Ross. I love Rick Ross. Sorry. But what's the next topic? Next topic.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right. So somebody's saying the white boy don't know what the fuck he's talking about in relation to what?
I didn't see that. I didn't see that.
Here, you got like 8 comments in a row.
I didn't see it. It didn't pop up on my screen.
I agree. Yeah, no shit. CO's push the most weight because they're able to get that shit in the prison. Congratulations. Like, figured out the fucking most obvious thing in the world when it comes to prison. Obviously, that's how the shit's getting in there. It's coming 90% through COs. Like, obviously, like, congratulations, bro. I don't know shit. Like,
okay. You want to go back on that? What are they talking about? What situation are they talking about?
I'm just reading the comments here. Like,
I didn't see it yet. So what are they talking about?
It's the kid who was talking about COs push the most weight. What is it? SV Chief.
Okay, I fuck with SB Chief. Yeah, he got a point too. Like COs.
No shit, but it's not. Yeah, but like that's not like a secret. Obviously, COs bring shit into the prison. That's how people get shit in there. Like, you know, obviously. But then he's just saying that I don't know what I'm talking about. Like, I don't know what he's saying.
Basically, he's trying to say Rick Ross went to be a CO for a reason because he had big plugs, big ties, and he was doing that to move that shit in there. You know how much a key is worth in the can? It's about at least 10 times. At least that's at least 10 times.
I don't think he did anything as a CO. I think he was a CO and then he became a rapper. I don't think he was. He never said he was. He never said he was. Nobody ever said he was. Like nobody ever said he was.
Rick Ross kind of suggested that a little bit, like he was a CO for reasons type of shit, to where he kind of suggested.
If there was any truth to that, then them boys would have came for him. You know, like they would have came for him.
How you know they're not coming for him still?
Because they would have got him. He's been out here for a minute. When they're gonna come? Like 10 years from now, when he dies of a fucking heart attack or fucking, you know.
Be rabbit. Fuck out of here. That's how he feels. Shit. Hey, you know, Rick Ross got a right to say whatever the fuck he wants.
Yeah, everybody does. Everybody, I just don't like him. But I'll give him his music's fire though. I'll give him. He's got bangers, no doubt. I'll give him that.
So what else do you want him for then, nigga? He a rapper.
I don't want him for shit. They could have kept him, bro. They could have left him in jail, bro.
He's a hater.
100%.
He said absolutely. Hey, y'all heard it. It's all good. It's my boy. And don't violate my boy. Don't disrespect my boy. He got the right to have his opinion on whatever the fuck, and that's what we do here. And shout out to my people.
What's up with your man, with your boy, NBA Youngboy? What's up with him?
Oh man, yo, I'm gonna tell you.
That's your
people.
There's
been a lot of people coming at me on the channel, sending me personal shit. NBA Youngboy, Illuminati, this and that. They like, yo, you see, he did the song with your boy, Lil Nas X, who's an openly gay dude. You feel me? Now, why would a gay? This is revolutionary on the NBA Youngboy part, mind you. The NBA Youngboy to do that song with Lil Nas X, NBA Youngboy, an open gangster, all that type of shit, hardcore rapper. He did a song with Lil Nas X, who's openly gay dude. Yep. Never been done before, I feel like. Has it been done? If it's so, let me know right now before I finish.
Well, actually, yeah. I mean, there was a situation. I don't know. I mean, you listen to Hot 97. So, like, what was it, like 15, 20 years ago on Hot 97, there was a radio DJ on Hot 97. Forget who it was. They were going to commercial break. And before they went to the break, he said, when we come back from this commercial, I'm going to expose, maybe it was a girl, but she's like, I'm going to expose the gay rapper.
All right, girl, that's bros can do whatever the hell they want. I'm talking about dudes.
Commercial. No, but I'm just saying they cut the commercial, and then when they came back, there was a different DJ on the air. That DJ was out the building.
Yeah, but guess what? And it's been done before, and I'm so hip hop inclined. I know who it's been done by, and it's been done by Thug, Free Thug, whatever else. He did a song with Elton John, big song, and Thug and Elton John.
Oh, yeah, I mean, Elton John's he's a god, bro.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. He's gay. Most rappers want to be with that bravado. They wouldn't do that. Now, this dude,
did the same shit. M did the same shit with him. You know, he mentioned
Yeah,
his song, and they performed at the Grammys or whatever it was together.
Who?
You know, music's music. It
Who?
doesn't matter what you're.
It does. We're on the point though. We're talking specifically. Now, who did you say just now? Before
Eminem.
Who? Okay, Eminem did with Elton John, right?
Yeah.
So he's the first one. Then I take it from Thug. Eminem was the first one, as far as I know. Now that you tell me, unless that was after Thug. I don't know if that was after or before Thug.
Yeah, it was definitely before.
Okay, okay. Eminem was the first one. That might have inspired Thug. But what I'm saying is for NBA Youngboy, this dude is super gangster. Fucking, he don't do interviews. He don't fuck with nobody. He don't do nothing. But his album's going platinum, and he's fucking just the biggest fucking. He's huge. He doesn't do. He doesn't play by no rules.
No, and nor should he, and that's why he is who he is. That's why he's touching the paper. He's getting the clout that he's getting because he's not giving a fuck. Like he sees the rules and he's like, those don't even apply to me. Like I'm gonna come out, I'm gonna make a song. I'm gonna make a song with someone who's openly gay, and you're not only gonna like it, but you're gonna shut your mouths about it and not even talk shit, and you're gonna make it go platinum.
But people are asking questioning me like, there's a reason why he did it. They're like, is he at that table, at that round table, that Illuminati table? And now all of a sudden, now that's what they telling me. I'm like, what the fuck? But I'm kind of thinking about it. I ain't gonna lie. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, because now, how many people beat the feds? He did a song with your boy, and then he beat the feds right after, and he free now. Big gun charges, all that type of shit. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, and now I'm thinking, like, wow, is there really Illuminati? I never believed in, but like, is it that easy? Get with the LGBTQ community, and I'm good. But I know it's not true. But I'm telling you how people are thinking. I'm like, oh, and it making me think because I'm easily persuaded. Like, what the fuck? I'll start to think like, really?
Of course, but see, my whole thing with this is the Illuminati. Most likely there is an Illuminati, all right, but everything we hear about them, all the shit that we hear about them on a daily basis, none of it's true. It's all cap. It's all made up bullshit. Because if these people are really out there doing their thing, they wouldn't allow conversations to come out about them if they were anywhere near being right. But let me ask you this: why the fuck would a world organization that is underground, that runs the fucking world, and has this crazy idea and plan for the world and a one world government, all this shit, why the fuck would they care about NBA Youngboy or any fucking rapper for that matter? Like, none of these people would be involved with it at all.
That's why.
None of them would be involved with it at all. No.
Rappers influence the world's culture, homie. That's why.
Right,
rappers influence the world's culture. There's a lot of money involved.
That's fine. The Illuminati, fine. That's fine. But the Illuminati would not open its doors to these people directly. No way in fucking hell. They're not gonna be sitting at a table. At most, they'll buy a record company, put people in charge of it, and then release his albums. But they're not gonna bring him into the fold and have him making.
My boy, and I can't pronounce his name, but somebody could. He said because the rap culture runs the world, and I'm with him. People want to be cool. Even all the way up to the president.
The world. Rap culture is now the cult. Rap culture is the culture. Like that. That's the culture. Like the mainstream tried to fight it for years. They hate rap music. They hated the culture, and it just kept plugging along, doing its thing. And the people have spoken. And rap culture is now our culture. That's it. That's what it is. Mainstream, 100%. Because it's real as fuck, and that's the bottom line. People don't like it. But that's not for them to choose anymore. That's the great thing about it.
You don't feel like that decision, there could be some prosecutor or some motherfucker who's down with the other side or whatever else, LGBT, and we respect them on this channel all day, and told them, oh, blah, blah, and your boy Lil Nas X connect to somebody that connect to somebody that connect to somebody that got to him, you do this song, and your ass will be good, type of shit. You don't think that's possible?
I think absolutely anything is possible, but I don't see him going down like that at all. Like, no, not at all. But I think choosing to make a song with Lil Nas X is just smart. Lil Nas X is, he was blowing up. People were getting out there. On top of that, he's controversial because he's openly gay. And then you get Youngboy comes out and like he said, he's thugged out. Like he's the real deal. Like he's the real deal. And he don't give a fuck. So he just does whatever he wants. And I think he looked at the situation and said, "Yo, what can I do to just blow this shit up, take it to the next level? Like, yo, I'm gonna come out and I'm gonna make a song with this cat. It's gonna hit hard. Everybody's gonna be down with it, and I'm gonna break it down another barrier and just prove once more that I don't give a fuck and I don't play by their rules." But no, NBA Youngboy has nothing to do with the Illuminati. If he does, it's because they opened a company and put him involved in it and released his albums and shit like that and gave him a platform, if anything. But they're not putting him at the round table. He's not up there with like, with George Soros. And
somebody looking out for him. One of his albums just went double platinum, and he's not a guy that you think like, oh, he going platinum. Like you don't know his people don't. He's not a mainstream guy. He's not on the radio at all. He's not on anywhere. Like, but yet he's huge. He's big. The boy is a big. He's been doing this thing out here. Period. Sorry. And
that's the great thing about the internet is we don't need people to tell us what we can and can't listen to. Like the radio basically tells you what to listen to because they don't release certain albums. They won't put certain songs on the radio. And back in the day, if they didn't put you on the radio, you didn't sell records and that was it. But nowadays, like you got kids releasing their shit on their Instagram and the people are blowing up that you never even heard of prior. And that if the people that used to run the music industry had their way, these people still wouldn't have a voice. But because of the internet, people put their shit out and we get to decide what we like. And that's the bottom line. And that's the great thing about this whole culture right now is we get to decide what we like. If it's trash, it's trash and we won't fucking play it. But if it's fire, it's going to get out there. And just because the radio doesn't mean we're not going to like it. Not going to put it up there and make money.
People going to look at your boy crazy. And I see why they looking at him crazy. So you think there's no reason why he did the song Lil Nas X? You think it was all business, like some money? He's rich as fuck. You think it was just all business?
No, of course. Obviously there's the idea behind it that this is going to go against the grain and this is going to get traction and become more of a story than it would normally have been if he wasn't openly gay. But I don't think it really. I don't think he cares. I don't think he thought about it that far. I think he just said like, fuck it, like I'm gonna make this song with him and that's it. Like. That's it. Like the song's fire.
You don't think he thought about that far? Doing a song with an openly gay dude? Really?
Oh, it's absolutely hard for someone to
thought about that.
For someone that's going to represent the hood like that and be official and be a very thorough individual. Yeah, that's a super hard move for him to come out and basically to tempt people. Be like, yeah, like try to crush my career because I made this choice. Like. Nobody's fucking gonna stop him. Like he's gonna keep going. I think it's an ultra hard move for him to have done that. But I don't think like that was 100% his logic behind it. I think
and I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm put on the record.
I think he just wanted to come out with this song because it was gonna be fire, and like that was an idea behind it. Like it'll pick up clout and get him fucking clout for it. But he don't need that. He doesn't have to do that. You know what I mean? It's not like he's gonna go out there and find anybody who's gay to make a song with him. Like this kid, Lil Nas X was trending and was putting out good music, and people fucked.
Lil Nas X was not trending. Lil Nas X wasn't trending until
before he did his song. He was. That's the song that put him on the map. He was getting places for that.
He's been on the map from the Old Town Road, but lately he hasn't been trending. Now he's trending because of NBA. So it ain't. NBA,
but I'm saying he was a name prior. He was doing his thing before that.
Yeah, he was a name, but he wasn't trending like that. Like trending and the name is two different things, my boy.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's very true.
So
yeah, of course, obviously, him being gay had something to do with it, but I don't think it was that 100%. Like, not 100%, but yeah, it had some. Of course, it had something to do with it. Of course.
Check this out.
It did.
Your boy got help from NBA. Yes.
Sure.
NBA had to level out whatever he doing. Something he did. Something's going on to where he had to do that song. I feel like there was some relationship. Somebody went down with somebody or whatever else. He did that song and gave him that better light. Now he's beat the feds and now he's looked at a certain way and he's loved by more people. Yeah. It was for a reason. It wasn't for money. It wasn't for no... He did that shit. It was strategic. The boy is a young, smart boy. You feel me?
No, yeah, he did. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, he did it to prove a point. Yeah, he did it to prove a point. Yeah, you're right. You're 100% right. Yeah, definitely.
And that boy did it, and that's it. Like, come on, man. But at the same time,
to prove a point. Like, you can't take this away from me. Like, try. Like, I'll make a song with a gay rapper, try to take it away from me, like that. I'm still on top, and they can't fuck with him because the guy's legit. You know what I mean? Youngboy's legit. He's thorough as fuck.
And real dudes.
Deal.
Damn, that my
He's
number.
the real
People
deal.
somebody called. My number is directed somewhere else. Sorry, y'all. But damn, more calls. Real dudes. We all say I don't got no problem with no gay dude. I got gay friends. We all, if you really in business and doing a lot of things and out there like that, you got gay friends. Let's be honest. And real dudes don't. If you secure with yourself, you don't have a problem with gay dudes.
Why would you?
Something with hip hop. There's a lot of fake shit going on. It's changing to be more real. Shout out to people like Kendrick Lamar.
It's becoming commercial. It's becoming commercial now.
It's been commercial. I'm saying like it's becoming more realistic to where more relatable and people being real. And that's the NBA Youngboy kicked the door down with doing that. Like real gangsters got gay friends. Sorry, and that's just a fact. That's what it is. Real gangsters
at that themselves are gay. There's openly gay.
Yeah, there you go. There's real gangsters that are gay. Yes.
Your sexual preference does not mean you don't commit crime to make money. You know what I mean? Like you can be a real dude and still be gay. You know, that's not my thing, but people do it. You know, but I'm not a gangster either.
Yeah. We put up this next
but yeah, just because somebody's gay doesn't mean that they can't be a fucking gangster. Like they can't be a G because they're gay. Like you know, a gay female is probably more inclined to be gangster than a non-gay female. So like, why would a gay man not be able to do the same shit?
Yeah, for sure. So shout out to NBA Youngboy for that. That's all I'm saying. He pushed the envelope, and real dudes that secure it themselves, and no problem. That's beautiful. Fuck it. If the song is lit, I don't like the song. The song is whack. I don't fuck with the song. It's garbage and whatever else. But that's my opinion. I don't like the song. It ain't nothing I can ride to.
But it's not my thing either. But like, you ever notice too? You ever notice like all the people that are like openly like against gay people? Like they're the ones that like. Why do they think that these people are even like interested in fucking with them? Like, why do you think that this gay guy is going to even be into you? I'm sure he's not interested in some bald, fat, fucking hating scumbag when he's going to be more inclined to be want to be involved with the beautiful people of the world who don't give a fuck.
Because most haters are just fat. Fuck no, let me stop. I just unattractive people because I don't got nothing against the fat people.
I'm just saying, all these dudes on the internet that are openly homophobic, like trust me. Gay people are not trying to fuck with you. Like you're not the people they want to be with. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I don't understand why people care what people's sexual preference is. To be honest, I don't understand why it fucking matters. You know what I mean? Like in the street, I get it. You know what I mean? That's going to be a thing to overcome if you're going to be openly gay and then try to be in the street and make a name for yourself. You're going to have quite an issue doing so. But these days, like as far as everyday culture goes. I don't see why it's even a conversation of who's gay and who's not. What the fuck is the difference? What is the difference? Like, I really don't see it. And then the whole, not to get off on a whole tangent, but like the whole issue with gay marriage is what it really comes down to with the government being against gay marriage. It has nothing to do with gay, straight, none of that. What it comes down to is they don't want to pay out benefits to to some dude's husband when he dies. They just want to say, okay, you can't get married because you're gay. And the whole reason behind that is because they don't want to pay out fucking death benefits to somebody. They want to keep their money. And that's the bottom line. That's all it comes down to. They don't give a fuck if you're gay, pink, purple. They don't care. It comes down to money. And what the bottom line is they don't want gay people getting married so that they don't have to fucking pay out, benefits at the end to somebody's like husband or wife. That's all it comes down to
about hip hop and the whole music industry is, yeah, we start off as real musicians, real artists. But once you get that hit, it becomes a business. And then it becomes a thing where you got to make a certain amount of money. It becomes a thing that you got to keep a certain stature. So it kind of dilutes the artistry sometimes. But some real artists keep it G and do what they do regardless and do that real shit, period. And that usually be the biggest artist. But what I'm saying is it becomes a business, and when it comes to business, people do stupid shit. That's just what it is. They put their integrity on the line for that money in that business. You know what I mean? That's just what it is.
Once corporate America gets their fucking dirty hands, greasy hands on anything, they start to fucking ruin it, bro. They start to dilute the fucking magic, But there's some there's some people that can still go through that and still come out and still, you know, be raw and still have that magic to their fucking music or to their art, whatever their art may be. But yeah, anytime corporate America gets their hands on something, they fuck it up, they mainstream it, they overplay it, they fucking ruin it, bro. And they're doing it to rap music now. They're doing it to hip hop now because there's no denying it. You know, in the early '90s, in the late '80s, early '90s, when hip hop and rap were coming out, they wanted nothing more than to crush it, silence it, and put it away forever. And you just can't, because that's what the people want. That's what the street wants, and whatever the street wants,
They want.
Corporate America will eventually get behind it when they see that it's unstoppable, and that's what.
But they created what the streets want. They created the whole thing. They made it sound better. They made it sound lit. They had it on all the fucking
Well, they
TV.
put money behind it. They finally put
money. Good. Yeah.
Which you know, that if you have a platform and you want it to blow and you want it to go from underground to mainstream, sure. But there's a lot of people that were involved in hip hop and rap to begin with that never wanted it to go mainstream. They wanted it to remain our thing. You know, they wanted it to remain in the hood and in their neighborhood. They didn't want it coming out to the suburbs. They didn't want me hearing it. They didn't want the people that are not involved in that culture to get a part of it. But it happened and it made its way out. You can't silence something like that. You know, you can't. You just can't. Like, people love it. And then it gets to a point where corporate America puts some money behind it, and now it's a big production, and it's done great things for the culture and for the business in general. You know, like, a lot of music has come out, a lot of people have come out, a lot more parts of this art form have come out, and it's become now a culture as opposed to a genre of music. And that's because it's fucking awesome. It's great. People love it.
And it's creating bread.
Yeah.
So we could talk about how they exploited it, but at the same time, that exploitation, unfortunately, you know, generated a lot of money and generated, you know,
it's been beneficial. It gave them a platform, and now they're rock solid. You know what I mean? It's one of the pillars of culture these days, and it's amazing to see. It truly is amazing to see. You know, it's great. But they wanted to silence it at first, and then you can't silence it, so now they had to get on board with it, and they got on board, and now they're making money out of it. You know, they're making money out of it. It is what it is, though. I mean, we all benefit from it. We get more of it. We get to hear it. We get, like I said, people that would never have normally had a voice now get a voice out of it, and that's a great thing. And then you wind up with some people that shouldn't have a voice, but it's not up for me to decide. You know, the people like these people, and that's it. It is what it is. It is what it is.
That's right. So basically, you know, that's the bottom line on that. You know, culture, this hip hop culture is very powerful, very big thing. You know what I mean? Very powerful. What's the next thing we have? Something else online, right?
What else do we have? Fucking, my man Boosie got really fucking tight, man, real tight when they put them fucking cuffs on him for nothing for a fucking bag of weed, bro. That's crazy. That's straight harassment. I agree with him there. Kind of pissed me off when he said he's gonna fuck up the first white boy he comes across, because like, that's crazy. But like, I get it. Like, that is the face of his enemy at this point. That's the dude putting the cuffs on. Is a white guy with
everybody
sunglasses.
He wasn't like, he acted like a dude that ain't been locked up before. He been on death row. Actually, he really know what it's like. So that was crazy for me to see. He was just mad. He said, I'm gonna spit on even the nurse. I'm like, he went crazy. I'm like, this dude, he gonna make his time harder than whatever he doing in the jail. He making it harder. Like, that's not, to me, that ain't what G's do. Like, what the fuck? Make this shit easy. They got you. It's over. But it might help. I don't know. But I'm like, what the fuck? He said, I'm spitting on all you motherfuckers. He said, even the nurse.
I get it, man. When you get pushed to the point where he just lost it, you know what I mean? And I get it, bro. Like, it's fucking harassment. Like I said, like you said, like, he's been through real shit, you know what I mean? Like, he was out for real crimes, doing real shit. And like you said, like, I bought my car legally. It's fucking registered. Like, I'm not out here doing shit. And fucking still gonna fucking pull me over and harass me and arrest me for a fucking bag of weed. Like, come on, get the fuck out of here. And it's harassment. If he was a white boy, they wouldn't even have fucking bothered him. But that's not the case. He's a black man from Georgia, and they're gonna fucking do whatever they can to fuck with him. It's awful, but that's just how it is, and it's fucking terrible. And dude lost it. He lost it, bro. He lost his cool over it, and I get it. I would.
Crazy.
I would too.
He went absolutely mad.
And he has every fucking right to, bro. I'd be fucking super tight if I was him as well. Like, they're putting this man in fucking handcuffs because he's smoking weed. Meanwhile, everybody in America is smoking weed right now. It's pretty much legal almost everywhere you go, except for in certain places.
They know it, maybe them. But nowadays, them cops, they know everybody, especially if you're a big rapper. Then they know, oh, Boosie been arrested for 6 murders and that. So they, in their brain, come on.
Yeah, but of course. In their mind,
right
pull him over and see if he's got a burner under the seat. But the reality is he didn't do anything wrong. I mean, he did. He's got on death row. They didn't know that before they pulled him over. They just pulled him over to fuck with him, and then they found out that he was riding dirty, and they started fucking with him.
You think they didn't know that when they pulled his ass over? You think they didn't know that?
Of course, but that doesn't matter. Just because you think that somebody might be doing something wrong, that's not you can't do that. That's not justifiable causes. You know what I mean? There's no reason.
Why did they pull him over? They said they were speeding or some dumb shit like that. And
just
pulled him over for nothing.
And even if he was, whatever, there's 1,000 other people speeding too. Go pull over the fucking white man.
I speed every day.
You're not gonna pull over some fucking half bag in a fucking Prius who doesn't have a fucking jacket on him.
Just like Kodack Black. Oh, we'll get into that. But I'm just saying, I'll get into that. But it's like rappers, they know it's all in the thing, in the old circle of these police talking, and they know who's who and what's what. Now, you see YSL, all that shit going on. Now, imagine them police is on alert to get that next hit in their state and find what's going. You know what I mean? That's just what it is. So people are people, and I'm just thinking logically, like, each police is on a fucking hunt. You feel me?
Of course. Look. If you're a police officer, your whole point of your career is to get further and further your career. You know what I mean? And if you're going to go online and you're going to go on Instagram and you're going to watch some rapper that lives in your state talk about all this shit that he does that's illegal with guns and drugs and all this crazy shit, and then you see the dude drive by you, why would you not pull him over and go after him? You know, it makes sense from a career standpoint, but I'm just saying, like, I personally, I'm not cool with that. But yeah, 100%. If you're going to be out here talking about how you're a criminal and how you do this and how you do that, don't get butthurt when they fucking pull you over and run through your shit, because that's what they're supposed to do. You know what I mean?
He said he gonna spit on everybody. Spit on all you motherfuckers.
Dude, I get it, bro. It's bullshit, because he literally, basically what he's saying is, I could be out there doing real shit, committing real crime, and I'm not. And you're fucking with me.
He was mad as fuck.
Meanwhile, you, at that very moment, when you have these cops over here harassing him over nothing for a fucking hour on the side of the road, handcuffing the man for a fucking bag of weed, you have real criminals doing real shit. You have women being fucking trafficked. You have children being fucking, touched and beat up, and you have people being murdered and real drugs being moved. And you're out here harassing this cat for a bag of weed. Like, come on, man, do your job.
If you want to do the rapper, and you know he a millionaire, like, leave the dude alone. He making his money on rapping, man. Stop it. Go after the real boys and the real criminals. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy.
Pull over a fucking politician. Oh, but then what's going to happen? You're not going to get arrested. It's not going to work out. You might even lose your job. So you'll go after the guy who has no pull in the justice system. Go after a rapper. You could harass the fuck out of him. You could do anything you want to him. Nothing's ever going to come of it. Cop's not going to lose his job over for harassing a rapper. But if he went and pulled over a real criminal, like a politician, he'd probably lose his fucking job.
And the politician to go home free.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But if you really want to fucking help the world and stop a crime, yeah, go pull over a politician. Go fuck with him. Delve into his life.
I'm not fucking with this show tonight. That's crazy. Usually we have like 100-something people in this bitch. What the fuck? I was trying to change it because I wanted to get into some whack shit, because there's some whack shit, but it's too late. Let's get into Kodack Black and it'll be over. It'll be a wrap. Like, Kodack Black, Trump's little boy, Kodack Black, man.
I like how Kodack walked on Hot 97. I like that.
Man, what the fuck is wrong with this little stupid ass kid, man? Like, why are you still the one holding 30 pills on you? He got out on bail, yeah, but he's facing some real shit again. Like, what the fuck is wrong with this little kid, man? He's a little fucking.
He's about that life. It's what he likes to do. That's what he wants to do. That's what he wants to do.
Yeah, but you got people that could do that. for you. You got people that could do that. You hold it. They said he had like 30-something pills in the car.
That's it.
All that bread. Yeah, no, was it 30? It was. I think it was more than that. It was a lot of pills, and he said that's it. 30. That's a lot, motherfucker.
Not really.
It's $75,000 on him or whatever else. But like, why have it on you when you can have a goon to have it all on you right behind you in the car? You rich enough for that? You know what I mean?
I don't know, because I mean, just because he's now rich and famous doesn't mean he's got to fucking switch who he is. Like, he's about that life. He likes having his money on him, and fucking, you know, he likes drugs. So why would he not have drugs?
Stupid. He gonna be in jail fucking around for the rest of his life. The way he be moving, like,
I'll be honest, it's not smart. It's not smart, but I'm just saying, like, that's who he is, and that's what he does, and that's what he's going to continue to do. So I give him props for being him and not changing it up. But yeah, I mean, it would be a lot smarter for him to let somebody else handle that shit for him. But that's just not who he is, and that's not how he does things. But yeah, he's not going to have a very long career if he keeps fucking poking people like that and keep playing games and tempting them to come and take his fucking life from him. But on the other hand, like, that's who he is, and that's what's gotten him to where he is.
That motherfucker need rehab or something like that. You really gotta hold all them pills on him and not like.
Well, I mean, people need rehab when they decide that they've had enough. You know, when they get to a point where their life is not manageable to them. But you know, in his eyes, he's fine. He doesn't have an issue. You know what I mean? We look at him like he has an issue, but in his eyes, like, that's what he wants to do.
He said, "I'm rich and I'm famous. What issue I got?"
Yeah, exactly. Like, if he's out there and he's selling the rights to his song for one more fucking pill, maybe at that point he should fucking rethink it. But at this point, if he's rolling around with $75K and a fucking and a script on him, like, that's what
he ain't gonna do no time for that. That's just the bottom line. He ain't gonna do no time for that. He out on bail.
No,
he gonna
no. But you know, but constantly eating blues and fucking drinking lean and shit on a regular basis. That's not really it's not really a fucking you know, a recipe for fucking longevity. I'll give you that. Like, he's not gonna last too long doing that. But if that's what he wants to do, then, you know, more power to him. As long as he's not hurting nobody, and as long as he's not, like, giving these drugs, forcing these drugs onto people who don't want them, then I don't see why it's a problem. Let this man do whatever he wants to do to himself. You know, as long as he's not hurting.
You gotta be smart if you're responsible for all these people, all that money he's bringing in. And
all he wanted to do was fucking put his art out there and get some money out of it. Like, he didn't ask for little kids to look up to him. If you want to look up,
you're right. But guess what? I blame it on these motherfuckers around him. Tell you the truth, I blame it on the motherfuckers.
I blame it on culture. Like, why is anybody looking to him to be a role model? Like, he didn't fucking ask for that. He doesn't want that. He's not out there saying, "Hey kids, do what I do. Listen to me and do what I do." He didn't say that. Everybody around him's like, "Oh, you're a role model. These kids look up to you." Yo, have them look up to their fucking parents. Have them look up to a teacher. Have them look
not only looking up to him, but the money that he's providing and the homes that he's taking care of, the people that he's taking care of. You feel me? Like, and then you put it at risk, all that risk with the dumb shit when you can have somebody holding the shit for you or doing the shit for you. You know what I mean?
Like I said, it's not smart. It's not a recipe for longevity when you're talking about a career. But again, like, just because this guy has music that people fuck with doesn't mean that he's looking to be around for 80 years. Doesn't mean he's trying to be, you know, a pillar of his community. Like, he didn't ask for any of that. All he did was put out music that he likes. You know, like, nobody asked Van Gogh to be a governor after he fucking started painting. You know what I mean? Like, that's not what these artists are into. They're into their music. They're into that form of art.
Though, and you gotta keep saying it. I understand that point. But what I'm saying is the financial, paying people rent and people about like all that type of shit. Your mama house, that shit. You know what I mean? Putting all that at risk. Your little sister, your this and that. When you bringing in all that fucking money and you putting it at risk when you can have a goddamn person holding them damn pills for you right there behind you all the time. You got enough money for that.
I feel you, but if this cat played by the rules and did things like you're supposed to, then we wouldn't fucking be listening to
we wouldn't like him. He wouldn't be making them hits like, "Hey, superstar." I like that shit.
Yeah, He's gonna be out there being like, "Yeah, I'm a square, and my friend gets my drugs for me."
Square Bear from Delaware. Yeah, I guess you're right.
Sell records.
That shit don't sell records. Yeah, nobody fuck on me tonight, homie. I know it's crazy, but it's all right because we're gonna be back at you. You know, some days we have 200, and other days, you know, I guess everybody busy. But on y'all, and a lot of people check this shit out later, so they gonna come home and watch the shit later. But man,
absolutely, I think it's a solid move moving the show later. You know, it's going to 7:00 and now 8:30 or after 8:30 because. Like I was saying the other day, like people on a Sunday in the middle of the summer, people are not home at 3 in the afternoon on a Sunday. Like they're home at 9, 10 o'clock at night, you know, watching some shit before they go to bed so they can get up and go to work in the morning. So we should definitely be airing it right around this time. I think this is a better time for us to be out here.
But is there a pattern? I'm sorry to cut you off, but we ain't going to end it just quickly. Is there a pattern with this boy Whack 100, how he keep losing his friends? Like CEO Reek was his sidekick. Not saying he lost his friend, but the way he been coming out violating him lately, it's just getting ugly to where if I was a man, I couldn't deal with it. Now, he went through a lot of people on this little internet capade on the rise or whatever, but he keep attacking and losing people. Like, but it can't be him. I think it is him, but I'm just saying, like, he been married a long time, so he know how to keep somebody in their life. Because I give respect to anybody that been married a long time, but at the same time, some of the points he be making, I be like, yeah, you're right. Fuck that motherfucker. But when you building something, how you gonna actually build something if you call people on every little thing and go crazy? Like, what the fuck? Is it just all internet clout? Why is it?
If you keep knocking down everybody standing around you, sooner or later, there's not gonna be anybody standing around you no more. But I mean, he's trying to, I guess, cull through the bullshit and see who's really about that life and who's legit.
You ain't gonna never get to nowhere. No, nobody perfect. Like, what the fuck? Like, you know what I mean? Like, how? Like, you know what I mean?
I agree. I mean, I think he's a fucking clown, but it is.
He's not a clown, man. He's smart. He's not a clown.
Oh, no, I'm not saying he's stupid. I think he's very smart, but I just think he is a clown. Like, all he's doing is just. He's a hype beast. He keeps going after people and talking shit. And like I said last week, sooner or later, somebody's going to get at him. You know, somebody's going to get at him. Anybody can get touched. I mean, rest in peace, Pop Smoke, but like a 14-year-old child fucking got a Pop Smoke. You know what I mean? They caught him when he was in the shower. Like, that's what's going to happen to anybody who keeps talking shit. They're going to catch you sooner or later.
But you can't bring up him because Pop Smoke was a new artist, Youngboy, 19 or 20.
No, I'm just saying, just in general, like, you would think that Pop Smoke would be one of them cats who would not be able to get touched.
No, you wouldn't. He's a kid. He was a kid. Whack is 40 something.
Agreed. But he had people around him. You know, he carried weapons, and he was not the kind of dude who was going to get ran down on and caught slipping. But he got caught slipping, and by a 14-year-old of all people. You know, and what to get out of it? They got a fucking bust down fucking Rolex worth $2,000. Like, that's it. That's what you got.
I Smoke was a kid. The dudes that rushed him were kids. That's kid shit that went down. Really, it was all 100%. Stupid.
It's tragic that someone like that loses their life over a fucking $2,000 piece of shit Rolex that nobody wants anyway.
Now, if somebody like Wack get caught up in the shower, it'll be a laughing stock of all.
Ain't nobody want to see that shit.
Nobody want to see it. But I'm just saying, like, he's a kid. Wack is an old dude. Wack went from death row to this. To that, and he's 40 something now, and he went through a lot of shit. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's a different situation when you're talking about Pop Smoke, who made a hit and popped off at a young age, and he's in California wilding and slipping. That's a different situation. You know what I mean? From that,
yeah, you're right. But yeah, fucking, I don't know. Like I said last week, Watt 100. It's gonna be fucked up when somebody's gonna catch him eventually with, you know, and pull his card for the shit that he talks, and it's like. He knows it's going to happen too. It's not like he thinks it's
that little situation he went through, that was like, but it's all good though. But shout out to all my peoples. Be rad. That was another good episode. It was a great episode. You know, I'm at a different location. Maybe nope, they ain't holler at me because they ain't see the bull light in the back. So wherever I'm at next time, y'all gonna see that poster up. But
yeah, you got the cars and the plant and the little record albums back there. You look like you in some white boy's house.
It's a different location. It's a different location.
Look like you're at John Mayer's crib.
Yo, How you pronounce that name? Because I want to shout him out. Is it Chief?
SV Chief.
Oh, SB Chief. Shout out SB Chief. And every episode we get input from everybody. So shout out to SB Chief because he put in a lot of input today. Respect you. You heard? We got a lot of surprises coming up, so y'all just stay tuned. You know what I mean? Another episode of Bull Rad.
Damn, an hour and 4 minutes. Jesus, that shit goes fast talking shit about people.